Bienvenue, Cobras, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. I'm TryclydeTamer. Last time, we finished the Arbiter's grounds, made our way up to the Mirror Chamber, had a little cutscene where we learned about Ganondorf being a higher power, and found out that we had to retrieve the Mirror Shards. This one's essentially recovered by just going through the Arbiter's grounds. It's like, we're gonna use the mirror and go to where Zant is and take him down, but we found out that it's shattered and we must retrieve the pieces. We learned a brief summary of where they may be from the sages of this place. And they used a cool sword to execute Ganondorf before he used his Triforce powers to revive himself. But yeah, it's plenty of crazy stuff. We're gonna go to Castle Town so we can learn where exactly our next objective is. I mean, yeah, we've heard about them, but it's always nice to head to the place, Telma's Bar. Of all places, you go to a bar to find out where you go in your life and your heroic deeds and everything. It's a nighttime adventure. I'm sure the bar will be open, and I think the postman's going to show up eventually. Is it going to happen? Yes, it is. Mr. Link, wait! Kind of annoying doing the voice, so I could just skip this. Actually, I can't because it's going to give me new things. Greetings, Mr. Link. Yeah, I just called him an it. I mean, well, look at the way he's dressed. Not to say that Link doesn't look too bad dressed in it, but yeah. Seems that we have a letter from Barnes. I wasn't really paying too much attention to it, but I saw a BA with my microphone in the way, so let's go ahead and look at that. So it's probably pretty BA if you ask me. Rare item in stock. Have you been still a bomb enthusiast? Still loving bombs? Come over to my place and see what these babies can do. We've actually briefly seen them in the Mallow March. It's actually the bomblings. So basically you can get some of those, you can set them down, and they home in on enemies, depending on how you place them. I'll try to get some when I can. But for now, off to the bar with us. And what kind of bar would it be for it to not be open at nighttime? Let's see what else is going on. Mailman's always here, thinking he's going to start with meat, and there's plenty of meat around. I made that joke plenty of times. Hello, Louise. Hello, Telma. How's the Ilya doing, honey? I'm sure that shaman will find a way to get her memory back. That Renato is a talented man for sure. Anyway, honey, you got your own things to worry about, so just make sure you're doing what he's doing right now, okay? Now, I'm not downing you, honey, but if you're wondering what you ought to be doing, you ought to go talk to our friend Ashe. She's up on Hyrule's Northern Mountain checking things out, and she's got good instincts. Trust me. If you need detailed directions, just take a peek at that map on the table. Alright, I'll take a peek at some things. How about we talk to Shad first? At the moment, I'm absolutely entranced by the sky beings known as the Oka. Yes, according to legend, Hyrule was made by the Hylians, who, as we all know, are the closest race to the gods. But also according to legend, long ago there was a race even closer to the gods, and some say that these creatures made the Hylians. When they created the people of Hylia, they simultaneously created a new capital, a city that floated in the heavens. They dwelt there, and some scholars believe that this race lives there still, somewhere in the great sky. Sky beings! Isn't that truly marvelous, old boy? What I wouldn't give to meet them. Long little spiel of stuff. And Russell? I'm gathering information now as well, so I will let you know if I hear something. Always appreciable from you, Russell. Say, Link, you're alive and well. Tell me, did you find anything of interest at the Arbiter's grounds in the desert? The sages. Those sages once served the royal family, actually. They were appointed as tutors to the young Princess Zelda. How fanciful. It was from them that I first heard tales of the accursed mirror in the Arbiter's grounds. Alright, so that takes care of him. It seems that the next person of helpitude is Ashe. Let's figure out exactly where she may be. Off at Snow Peak Mountain, which seems to be by Zora's domain. So, I believe that's where we're going to be headed, so I'm just going to go ahead and transition with the fade, not to white, but to black. Haven't really been having too many transitions with actually warping away from somewhere. Still an empty throne. Haven't really heard too much about Rallis after we've helped him out, but he's still in recovery and is grieving for his mother, as we'll come to find out. But for now, we are here at Zora's domain, getting ready to jump down that darn waterfall. I've done diving as normal Link before, even though we're still technically normal Link, just in a twisted wolfy form. So let's get ready to do some diving. No fall damage on top of landing in the water. It's like a big old combination of things, or something. It seems to be starting to go dawn mode right now. Oh man, that water's so strong that I can't even run into it. Alright. This place seems to be opened up now. Can I talk to someone? Okay, Mima's trying to do things. Oh, she's trying to make me do the whole minute jumpy thing. I already got those dang pose. I say we're far enough away so that we can transform. Oh man, that strike one in this episode just gotta renew every time. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I strike out and be like, oh man, I gotta restart the episode so I can save a half a second by clacking on the gamepad instead of doing things. So, it's a new place. Someone's in front of us there. Hope they're sentient and nice enough for us. Snowy transition. Leak. Oh, hello. My knight in fluffy armor. What brings you to a dangerous place like this? Ever since Zora's domain got covered in ice, this mountain's been much colder than usual, yeah? Not only that, but I heard a really weird story from the Zoras. Apparently, the beast that lives somewhere on this mountain has been seen frequently in Zora's domain. I was curious, so I came and waited, and as they said, a giant appeared. Huh. Yeah, it looks like this. You got Ashe's sketch. A hastily drawn picture shows a creature Ashe saw holding a red fish. Show it to people using buttons and you might get some information. Alright. Apparently, this thing's been stealing red fish from the village. I want to investigate further, but I can't even see the path through this blizzard, yeah? I'm sure you're here because you're curious about the mountain. The ice maker's going on, kind of fitting in the snowy area that we are. A couple more beeps, and it's done. But you'd best not go without a plan. Alright, so we could do some things. I'm going to go ahead and equip that to the R button, just to see if the Zora people know anything about the thing going on, and see exactly how things are. Kind of a roundabout way of doing things, but yeah. Let's see. Nice Zora's domain music. How about you, my friend? Snow Peak is up ahead, very treacherous. Weather has been lately, but because the beast has been coming through, things aren't so great. And things are always iffy. You always have to lock on and go close enough for people to see. Hey, the beast of Snow Peak. Oh, the red fish is holding. That's a Reek fish. Alright, what about it? Ah, so the beast has been showing itself because it's been catching Reek fish. I didn't think that anyone besides Prince Rallis was capable of catching this type of fish. Well, I guess we already know the bit of information we need from just one Zora. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2, though, with your ringy earring things over your manfish bubes. The fish this beast has. Prince Rallis is quite skilled at catching this type of fish. Oh, Prince, where could he be by now? I think we might know, so we're going to go ahead and go this distance away. And we know where he is, or at least where he's been last. Over in Kakariko Village. I almost went the other way towards Gerudo Desert, because that's how it is in practice, but on this way, more accurate to how the Ocarina of Time timeline is, Kakariko Village is on the east side of things. See, things are pretty lively and stuff, and mirror mode in Ocarina of Time, specifically Master Quest, kind of goes true with other things. Alright, so here we are. Let's get in a position so I can tap on the gamepad and not get another strike. Not like I'm too worried about that. Let's see what all we can learn. Let's talk to Beth. We haven't really talked to too many of the kids for a while. I thought that Zora boy had gotten better, but he's been really depressed lately. He doesn't try to make friends with anyone, and every day he just gets up and goes straight to the graveyard. It's really weird. Can you talk to him, Link? Alright, so I guess he's lively enough to go around, but he seems to hang out around the graveyard now. Okay, how about we go into the fortune-telling place? I'm always saying that because that's the word that came to mind with Renato being a shaman. Calm pan-fluting music in here. I like playing the Mario 64 File Select theme with the pan flute setting on my piano. Anyway, let's talk to the memory-drained Ilya. Oh, Link, you've gone through so much trouble for me. I'm so sorry. Colin and the others have told me so much about you, Link. They tell me that you are brave and kind, and that you heard very well. That means you must be a good rider, huh? Oh, and the name of your horse is Epona, right? That's all true. Epona! What a lovely name. Keep on thinking that she's going to come to her senses, but not quite yet. Greetings, Link. I felt Ilya could use a change of scenery to improve her health, so we came here. Who knows, if she gets out and sees daily life, perhaps something will jog her memory. Link, perhaps you could keep her in your thoughts. Well, I will keep her in my thoughts. That's about it for seeing people around Kakariko Village. Well, I guess we can go stop into Barn Shop and see if we can do a little something, because I do want to change up my bomb arsenal a little bit. So yeah, let's take a brief look at that. We got 2 things of water bombs, so I think I'll sell the one that has a little bit less, get some coin out of that, or rupeeage out of it, and replace those with bomblings. A nice little set of those. And I might as well do a few things around Kakariko Village, even though there's nothing I need to actually collect. It's all optional stuff. Your name is Goreligs, and you are Gorabizo, and I have no idea who you are. Here in this Malamart, whoever is this mallow individual. Buy something. Blah blah blah. I don't need to buy anything here because I have all the things I need. Gorabiza, welcome to the Malamar flagship store, brother. Blah blah. Come to the one in Castletown for even cooler things. Ran by Chudley, who was once the stuck-up dude, but now he's had a change of heart because of the way business be going. Yep, that's how things are. We get to listen to the great music. Who's the YouTuber that uses that and is like how to make Five Nights at Freddy's not scary, etc. videos? How to make X horror game not scary? We could go into Elden, but it's just Luda and I think Colin is in there, but there's no real need to. Just like all the same stuff we've heard from Beth. Go to the graveyard, and that's where you can find Prince Rallis now that he's well enough to do things. And now let's go into Barn Shop. Let's go to the buyback counter, go to its different persona. A very good day to you, sir. Welcome to the incredibly fancy buyback thing. Yep, this is the one I'm going to be selling. Get some 28 bombs for 84 rupees. So get that out of the way. So I have that little setup right there. But for now, we can go over to this side. Yeah, it would be cheaper in the castle town, but got the bomb repertoire back in order. And, yep, you can get bomblings. Actually, is it cheaper here? I think it's like 5 for 10 rupees, I don't know. Either way, let's go ahead and grab 10. How about another 10? I think what we can hold is 25, so... Oh, okay, it's 20 that we can hold. Go to the buyback counter so you can see things. I thought it was 25 they can hold max, so it's 20 max bomblings, 30 max bomb fish, water bombs specifically, and 60 normal bombs. And, I was kind of mistaken about the whole bombfish thing in the Lake Bed Temple. Yeah, you can catch them, but it's not considered a forbidden fish. It actually adds a water bomb to your arsenal. I don't know why I keep saying that word. That's kind of how I thought things were, but I never really fully elaborated upon it. How about a 10-second cut going to the graveyard now that we're ready to head there? And I could cut even more, but nice pan-fluty music. It's like pan-flute music everywhere in this place, even the main music for Kakariko Village. It just seems to be the theme, I guess, of this place, huh? Kind of a unintentional thing. And unintentional, gotta get my articles right. Let's go first person so we can see things. Just gotta press the ZL so we can get moving forward. Don't try to sneak through this walkway, you dang ways. Don't be all xenomorph-tastic. Let's just go swimming. Yeah, I guess we put on the Zora tunic just to get into character for talking to Prince Rallis. So he would know. I think he might actually have to wear this. Either way, talk to him. Is your name Link? My mother came to me in a dream. She showed me your image. She spoke of a youth who would save our domain and steer my fate. One named Link. I must thank you for all you've done. If there is anything I can ever do for you, please tell me. Please. Well, let's go ahead and talk to him again. It's gonna say all the same stuff. It's a little confidence. I think I'm not qualified to rule. Well, here's what we want to do. We want to show this drawing thing to him. The Beastman of the Snowy Mountain, perhaps? But more important is this red fish that it's holding. Yes, it is holding a red fish, a Reek fish, you know. It must be a Reek fish. That is a rare specimen found only in the Zora village. It feeds on a valuable type of coral, and without that bait, even our best fishers cannot catch one. Look closely, Link. My earring is made of this coral. Well, I don't really see it. I would like to give it to you. And here it is, the coral earring. Coral! It's made of precious coral from Zora's domain. Prince Rallis said that as well. It's a nice thing for your hook for your fishing rod, and you can catch Reek fish now. Pretty much the last fish we need to catch for the fish journal. I received it from my mother, but it is fine. I no longer need it. As I look at you, I get a sense of what my mother wanted, what I should be doing now. I will return to my village. The Reek fish can be found near the mother and child rocks in the waterfall basin near my village. The fish are red, so I think you should be able to spot them. Okay. Nice to hear. Look up at the sky with the rays of light shining down, and he's still around here. I think we can warp from here. I'm trying to think where I want to go. Do I want to do the side questy stuff, or do I want to go straight to the story? I think I will do some side questing, so how about we go to the Lonebru province and get a thing. This is the way towards Lake Hylia, but I'm going to hang a hard direction away and skillfully avoid that bolded archer trying to shoot at me, especially with my Zora tunic on. And now that we have the spinner, you may remember, the brief couple times we've been through this way, that there are tracks along this wall. Let's go ahead and hop off Epona. Yes, let's just go ahead and pick up speed right there. There's Lizalfos now, if we haven't really been here since that's happened. I think that happens after the Lakebed Temple. See, even the enemies kind of change up a little bit. Could have approached it from the other way, but I think it's pretty much equidistant, just to explain things as I go along. Let's get ready for some jumping. Let's see if I can do it first try. Nope, not quite. Hello, Lizalfos. I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. Is that enough to do you in? Nope, let's finish you off though. Didn't get up. Alright, enough about that. Let's get back to the jumping thing. It may be best not to hold any directions under control stick while doing this. Yep, I think that's the way to go about doing things. Just be very careful, man. Yep, I had my window of things going weirdly. Hey, how dare you do that thing to me? I want to do the same set of things, like acting like I'm gonna bash you, but then I just do a normal slice and then I finish you. Let's keep things autonomous, and then we jump from here, do the thing. We're getting farther than we were. I shouldn't talk so crazily, see? That's how you mess up. Went for it very carefully. Okay, just trying to be safe in case there wasn't tracks there. Yep, there weren't tracks in the last little bit of it. But, yeah, it's been some trial and error. But we make our way over and get our well-deserved piece of heart. But why stop there? I want another one. You know, I really like the stormy setting we've got going on here. And here we are. I decided to take the long way around on horseback getting to this Elden area. It's better than warping to the Bridge of Elden, walking up to a piece of horse grass, calling an opponent with it. So I decided to do things that way. Ooh, I almost pressed that L button. That's a sin against humanity. Or wolf-humanity, Hylianity, or something. Alright, anyway, here we are at this place, and I'm gonna go ahead and go right back to Hylian mode. Fight these guys as the Zora Tunic Persona, or Scale Sona, or something. Let's get my items ahead of time, though. Well, I should probably make use of the bombs before replenishing them. So let's see if I can do a little something. Let's see if I can get multiple in one go. Did I get all of them? Is that all of them? Yes, it is. Judging by the things stopping and this chest starting to appear. Alright, convenient enough for me. Making sure, yeah, there's another small little chest to get, so yeah, I think there's gonna be more bombs inside here. Yeah, you think they'd also give you arrows so you can test out the bomb arrow trick if you didn't already know about it from yours truly. Yeah, I think I have less arrows than I do of bombs, so it's going with the weakest link. In fact, I'm at 60 bombs, so I probably didn't need as much as I did. But what I do appreciate, not really need, but it's really helpful, is getting another full heart container. We're at 13, so things might be going a little unlucky from here. Well, let's see if my luck stands as I make my way back to not Zora's domain, but the south side of Castletown for a little something. Keep things triumphant going through this gate. You may remember, or you may not remember, there was something that would require the spinner now that we have it. And let's go ahead and see exactly how things are going to be. I believe there's going to be a claw shark target. Yeah, might be confusing myself. Yep, it's over on this side. Confusing myself with practice as per capita. Yeah, as per head, I guess. Let's get a little closer because we're not able to shot ourselves with that. How do I shot claw? I don't know. Let's get ready. Yep, I was expecting that was going to happen before it even happened. I was just trying to spin my way over, man. I just keep on doing this. And get towards center. We'll see if that's good enough. Yes, it is. Gives you a little bit of leeway. It's kind of weird to work with the camera on this a bit. And let's see what happens when you open this chest. Is it going to explode on us? No. We're just going to be surprised by the Zelda stamp. R.I.P. Zelda. Thank you for doing things greatly for Minna way back in episode 25. Oh yeah, I can't transform it here because Agatha's out in the distance. But I do want to transform her to touch her because she wouldn't really be scared. See if I can get to a point where I can transform. Is she in sight? Just gonna keep on tapping this thing. Come on, you gonna let me transform? Hey, what are you doing? Walking back home? I mean, yeah, it's almost sundown. Maybe you're just trying to so nonchalantly get away from me. Oh, hello, puppy. I'm sorry, but I don't speak puppy. Do you want to play? Yes, I do want to play. I want to continue playing this game. Go to this side for the ways. And let's get ready for some transformation, you know, transformation fusion, ha. Maybe I should have done things more streamlinedly. Just stayed as a human and got the thing I'm trying to get over this way, even though it's not so pertinent. But yeah, if you remember, I was like, hey, maybe we can get a Korok here, but yeah. We're not quite going for a stamp here, but there is indeed a dig cavern, hidden grotto, whatever you want to call it. Make our way into it, and yeah, I was thinking that would just go straight towards the, whatchamacallit, being called the other side for a chest, but we have to kill these Tektites first. Oh, I was trying to see if the chest was going to spawn right there. I should have figured it would be further back. but you never know. Almost seems like that's the back of it right there, and I thought it was for a second. It's like, no, it shouldn't be like that. What's with this game design? It's an orange rupee, nice one to grab. And, yep, there's plenty of bees right there. I'm just gonna try to ignore them. I'm gonna give a brief tryout for my coral earring-ified bobber fishing setup, because, yeah, I do need to fill up my Fishopedia a little bit more. Let's see if there's something new, because I do see some Hylian pikes around, and I don't actually have it added to the fish journal here. Ooh, look at this wonderful Hylian pike, otherwise known as a bootfish. Oh well, at least this is good for the environment. What do we pull up this time? Just another green gill, but it's breaking records with it being 14 inches, I guess. Here we go, now that we have a Hylian pike. It's a nice 15-inch one, even though it's kind of smaller than what they should be. With that, now we're going to go back to Zora's Domain. I shall see you there. Well, here we are again, back at Zora's Domain. It's always such a pleasure to get ready for a nice high dive. See if I can get a whole 10 out of 10 setup with my diving score, or however it works. I thought that blue rupee I saw was a Poe. I was like, wait a second, I thought I got all of them. And I thought that bug right there is another Poe. And I thought this Zora was a Poe. Well, she might be something close to that word, just switching the starting letter. Yeah, she's a Toe. Or maybe she's a rogue, because she could be a young one, even though they do kind of look to be a couple hundred years old. But anyway, as we know, we can do fishing. Let's see if I can get the Reek fish from here. You can obviously tell that those are the mother and child rocks over there, but let's just see if I can get a Reek fish to be attracted from right here. Well, there's a Zora, and something's telling me that I do need to go to the other side, so I'll go over there. Keep it nicely cast between the family, and wait for my bobber to bob its way down. Jump in and do 10 bobs as a warm-up, or something. Is it going to happen? Are you going to go down? There you go. Let's see what is on this fish hook. Watch it be something completely unrelated to the area. But no, it's something completely related to the area. A Reek fish. It reeks, and it's sacred to the Zora village. And it's actually kind of important right now. Remember what we do with things that reek? We try to hold our nose, but what Wolflink likes to do is learn some new scents. So let's forget that Poe scent and learn a new smell, being the Reek fish scent. And you'll notice that it starts heading that way towards Snow Peak. But I'm not going to go there quite yet. I want to do one more thing at the fishing hole. Here we are. It almost looks like we're going inside Hidden's shop there. Always a nice place to be. Seems we have a springtime setup. Does it even show like a winter one? Well, I don't know. We got all we really needed to do in the way of actually doing things important here. But things that I consider important for myself is to hunt for something. The only thing you really need to finish my Fishopedia is a Hyrule Bass. So let's see if I can find one of those before getting into the rest of the nitty-gritty. A fish is on. This rainbow shall be my beacon of hope for fish catchery. What a disappointment. Also a disappointment, but at least we're helping the environment by getting rid of the detritus, you know. Link is the detritivore. Look how hungry he is. Oh, took long enough. Here it is, an 11-inch Hyrule Bass, not quite a foot long, but it's a basic one. Let's go to the pro shop now that we have all this, and do a little bit of lure fishing. Remember that lure fishing doesn't add to your Fishopedia, but catching all that, the Reek fish should be the last one you get by way of story, but the Hyrule Bass, one of the more basic ones, was the last one I needed. So here we are in Hidden's shop, actually not in hero mode this time around. Let's take a look at things right there. Here's our Hylian Loach. What's your story? You're still looking at your own picture? You're sort of a narcissist, huh? Something's a little strange about that. I noticed a purple thing there, and didn't I catch that with my Zora tunic as well? Man, inconsistencies. Even with how it was in previous times. Yeah, I know, there's a Hylian Loach in there, and you're very impressed. And remember that you can only catch the fry of Hylian Loach on your normal time with bobber fishing. I'm gonna hire a guide, and let's get to fishing. And now that we have the coral earring, we're actually able to get ourselves the sinking lure. It's by no means required for any actual collectibles, but I'd like to show how to get it. So the way we do this is, it might not need to be as complicated as I'll try to make it. We just gotta catch a Hyrule Bass, a Hylian Pike, and an Ordon Catfish while in here, and we should listen for sounds to tell us that things are being triggered. So, I'll see you at that point. Bass hooked. Bass caught. Pike hooked. Pike caught. Catfish hooked. And catfish caught. Northern catfish, huh? Not much demand for these. It's not that they aren't kinda cute, but they're slimy, you know? It's about 24 inches. Sure, let's keep it because of the number 24, even though it may give her bad memories of her brother. So with that done, let's call it quits and go for some bobber fishing around the eastern bank. And no, it's not actually in that little dirty spot. Yeah, you can find plenty of things like boots and empty cans and empty bottles if only one. But yes, you go to this very corner here. This is supposed to be the spot where you find your sinking lure. And yeah, there are fish, but let's see if we can happen to pull in the sinking lure, if I can actually get something hooked on. Something's on. Let's see what's tugging. Let's see what's twigging. Let's see what's pulling. Let's see what's pigging. Ooh, look at that. A sinking lure. This prohibited item is forbidden in fish ponds, but it shines and should be good for fishing. Press A to take it and you can use it the next time you go lure fishing. And you know what? I think this time we're going to go it alone on that kayak. Wait a second. What if that's the kayak that Henna uses with boyfriends? Scandalous. That's how I'd feel if that was the case. A measly 20 rupees shorter. Here we are, alone on this thing, with no one around for us to change our lures and bring it over past the frog lure to the sinking lure. And let's give this thing a shot. Not too many shots though, because we don't want to disrupt any environments, you know? Yep, just see how it goes. Just keeps on sinking. It's also kind of weird to grab onto fish with, but it works if you're trying to get things on your own time. Something's on. Looks like a catfish. Could be a pike. Let's see what it is once I pull it in. He put up a fight, and he won. That's no way to land a fish. Blah, blah, blah. So the way it works, of course, is it keeps moving so it's more enticing to the fish. These bases are always fighting around to where you have to tilt them around. But let's see if this will pull through. Come on, I could basically reach in my hand and grab it now, but I feel so compelled to keep on luring it in. It's a-coming. He's coming close. Here he goes. Please don't fall off my hook. You fell off my hook. See, look at that. Catfish are always your friend, even if they decide to stab you with their big old Barbie things. Let's release it and get out of this fishing ordeal. That's how the sinking lure is. If you were to hire Henna as a guide and switch over to the sinking lure, she'd be like, "Dearie me, that thing's prohibited." And she'd have it confiscated from you, and you would actually be able to go back and retrieve it from the same area. Just gotta keep on trying for that. But that's how things be. And you know what? I say that's it for now. Until next time on The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, where we follow the Reek fish scent through the cold, snowy land of Snow Peak. What a weird name for Canada. Don't toast yourself, because I think it's about time to start freezing ourselves.